toward the end of your run in '82, you're going to work with Matt Borne, and controversy has followed Matt absolutely everywhere he's gone, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Do you remember when or where you first met Matt Borne?
It was in the Carolinas.
Okay, so it would have been right around this time.
Yeah. Yeah. A real piece of work.
I'm trying to think of the timeline of all of it. Were you there when Jim Duggan beat the living shit out of Matt Borne?
No.
Okay, you've heard the story, I assume, though.
Oh, yeah.
So you say that he's a piece of work. I've heard the same thing from DiBiase. Obviously, Jim Duggan has no love lost for the man. What was your experience around him that got you thinking, boy, this is not the kind of guy I want to be around?
When I found out he was beating up his girlfriend, I had enough of him.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's enough to turn you away from just about anybody.
Yeah.
Um, so Matt is like, I don't know. Obviously, you're not spending a lot of time with him, but even Jim will put him over. Like, hey, he was a great worker. Like, did a good job in the ring. Would you agree with that sentiment that he could go in the ring?
He could go in the ring all right.
Um, do you believe that he had the potential to be a bigger star if drugs, alcohol, issues outside of the ring, obviously with domestic abuse, didn't play such a factor for him?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He was pretty twisted.
He's one of those guys that I hear get compared to Buzz Sawyer all the time. They're kind of like one in the same.
Two thieves in a pod.
And apparently they were actually good friends too, so it kind of makes sense. Later on, he'd come to be known as Doink the Clown, of course. Jake, if you had been pitched a clown gimmick whenever you went to the WWF, how do you think you would have reacted?
I couldn't have done it.
So, I always viewed you as
But
a guy who. What was that?
that wouldn't be me.
I always viewed you as a guy who could literally pull off anything. Like we were talking about the Red Rooster, I was like, Jake could do the Red Rooster. You don't think you could be a dirty clown?
Oh, I could do it, but I wouldn't like it.
I think one added element that could really put you over as a clown is if they would let you go to the ring smoking a cigarette
Or a joint.
or a joint. Boy, that could really lead to some funky shit out there.
Yeah, there you go.